Yo, what's up? It's your boy Lyrics, and you're tuned in to Lyrics 559 Podcast. Hope y'all having a great one today. I've been checking out this podcast, man, for a while now. The dude goes by Lucky. Podcast is called Hoodstocks, man. Hoodstocks is like, it's not like another American Solo, but he's up there, man. I mean, the dude got a lot of views, man, a lot of follows, man. This dude he's probably one of the top podcasters out there in LA, man, for real. And I enjoy watching him, man. And I think the dude got spit too. The dude can rap, man. His music, I love his voice, man. Shout out to Lucky, bro. Hopefully one day I get to join you on your podcast, bro. Talk about the book that I wrote, the movies that I'm in, and all that great stuff. So he was interviewing an individual by the name of Kenny Thunder. Now, the interview kind of went maybe not in Kenny's favor at first, due to the stuff that he was saying about Lefty Gunplay. If y'all know Lefty Gunplay, man, I ain't gonna lie, man, that dude, I love his energy, man. The dude just spit too. He's from SoCal, man. He's from LA. So I guess the dude has some issues with him or whatnot. Talked about his mom, and Lucky kind of let Kenny know, like, hey, man, you know, it's not the business, you know. But you know what, man? I'm not here to do any like controversial, like I'm not here to start any issues or anything like that, man. The dude wrote a novel, man. The dude wrote a book about his life. The dude was shedding some tears, man, about his sister having cancer, man. The dude could spit. I heard him rap. So I'm more interested in the story than anything. So I'm about to get him on right now. Kenny Thunder, what's up, bro?
What's up, big homie?
Yeah, man.
Thank you. Highly in favor to be chosen by you to be blessed on your podcast, bro. Nice to meet you, and here I am, Kenny Thunder, bro. What's up, big dog?
Hey, man, I'm glad to have you on, brother, man. Man, I see you doing your thing, bro. See you all over the internet, man, and man, I gotta say, bro, I love your story. I love what you're about, man. And that book, man. Yeah. First, before we get into all that, though, man, let people know where you're from, bro.
Right. I'm originally from San Gabriel Valley. Originally grew up 10 toes down there, Loma, Sangara area. I got separated from my family when I was about 13 years old. I got sent to my mom's in the ghetto in Bakersfield, and I got jumped in my barrio at about 13 years old. So I'm from Barrio Bakers, Traviesos. I'm not out pushing that gang stuff no more, but I do got the respect of my homies and my people. I left the prison system active, 10 toes down my whole life, pushing that life in there. But this time I got out, like my sister beat cancer the 23rd. She told me she beat cancer that day, and since that day, instantly everything just flipped for me, bro. Like the completion of my book. I finished writing my book. I got out. My mind frame's just been a lot different than it's always been, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How long you been in prison for, bro?
I've done about 28, 27 years total? Yeah. About 27, 28 years total, bro. I'm 43 now, and I've been doing this since I was 13, 14, dog. So.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I went to CYA, juvenile hall, CYA, county jail. I've done time in 2 different states, California, Oklahoma. I done time in Oklahoma. Then I did time in 2 different entities in the feds in the state, and I done time 8 months in Mexico jail. So, like, I've been to a bunch of different jails. I'm well versed in that lifestyle, fool. So
yeah, is it just because of the neighborhoods over there, or what, or is just were you raised with your mom and dad? Were they divorced? I
was raised first for a minute with my mom and dad. We had a good family, but then we moved to Arizona, and then my mom did some crazy shit to my dad, and we all had to move back to California. My dad took 6 kids on his back, and we all lived in a shack with my grandma. And,
oh, wow.
Well, I was doing real good. We all had our issues though, from like troublehood and shit, like trauma. I used to tick. My brother used to pee his pants and crazy. We were all fucked up, but we were good. Fool, in my grandma's house, and we wound up all moving to my other aunt and uncle's house. And I can honestly say I wasn't a bad kid. Fool. I stamped that.
Yeah.
I made honor roll in high school, or in high school, or whatever grade that was. I played 3 sports. I was student of the year. And then the next year, I guess I wasn't excelling enough for my aunt and uncle, and then my dad had to make a decision. It was either all of us or it was just me.
Yeah. Wow.
And I could have forced the issue. My dad was the type of person I could have forced the issue, and he probably would have just took us all and packed us all up. But I took it like a closure, fool. You know what I mean? And that was the pretty much. I remember it clearly, fool. You know what I mean? That's the day it all. That's the day everything just. I went from being an honor roll student, a high school student, to never going back to school, dog. Never setting foot back in school a day again. You know what I mean? I went from a good kid, just a mouthy kid with an attitude, but I was a good kid, and I went from that to superstar gangbanger, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How did you transition to that though?
I mean, it wasn't like a transition. It's like, and when I lived with my family, fool, we were a family, fool. Like, we all had each other's back. We always used to fight, but we have grandma, dad, aunt, uncle. We're all family, fool. Like,
yeah.
That's what I was used to. We all grew up super close, bro. We had animals and chickens, and we all lived in a shack, fool. So we all slept next to each other. We all smelled each other. We all had to get in, walk in each other's dirty water, going into the shower, use each other's towels, and probably wear each other's underwear sometimes. You know, we're that close a family, fool. And it wasn't like I was prepared to go to my mom's. It was like I woke up one morning and I seen my dad sneaking my shit in the trunk. And I don't remember my sister being in the back car. Now I do, but at the time I didn't. And we went for a drive, and I got dropped off at my mom's, too. And so I went from an athlete with teammates and a family and a brother and a son. And then I went over here to my mom's, and I was nothing. So my mom's house was a war zone. It was trash. There was drugs involved. And I just happened to go to school a couple of days. I lied. I went to school a couple of days, and some girl see me. She's like, "Hey, will you walk me home?" I was like, "Yeah, come on, let's go." She's like, I was like, "How do you know where I live?" She's like, "I always see you sitting outside right there with the dog on your front porch," because I couldn't stand being in my mom's house because it stunk like shit and cigarettes. And so I'd sit outside all day, bro. So I took off with her one day, and we got to her house. It was a mobile home, but there's about 15 people living in it, all brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles. Every one of them on parole, every one of them from a gang. But when I got there with the girl, she like took me there. She left me in the front room around all these strange people, and she went into the room, and then I was just sitting there, bro, like, okay. And then some dude came out. He's like, "What's up, fool? What's your name?" I was like, "I'm Kenny from LA." He's like, "Oh, I'm Trippy from Bakers." "What's up? You want to go swimming?" "Hell yeah, let's go swimming." And I'm a people person by nature, dog. I'm a chameleon, so I could blend in anywhere. So we went swimming, and next thing you know, I got a pair of shorts. We're swimming. Next thing we went back to his house. I got something to eat, and hey, I slept the night, and I just never left. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think the mom, I feel like the mom probably had so many kids that she didn't know I wasn't one of hers, or she thought I was a cousin or something. For real, fool. Like,
wow.
But she never questioned me, bro. Like, if I went to get something to eat, the plate was full. You know what I'm saying? So I went from that, and they became my family, fool. And I was kicking it with them. I was chilling with them. Drugs weren't really an issue until I wound up getting high and tweaking. But they were my family, fool. And then I got from the bottle because one day I'm chilling, and some shit happened with the homies, and I got involved. And the homies are like, "Oh, you Thunder, you're a gangster woman." And they're like, "Hey, fool, like, you're gonna be from the hood?" And I was like, "What do you mean? What's the neighborhood?" I didn't even really know. Really, I wasn't in tune like that. I was just now I was just a troublemaker, just a kid that I wasn't even really causing trouble. I was just a kid that didn't have no supervision. So I was doing my man shit, and they're like, "Hey, fool, you're kicking it with us, fool." Like, and the enemies, when they roll by, they don't know if you're from the hood or not if they see you somewhere else, fool. So one day I'm chilling, they're like, "What's up, fool? Where you from?" I was like, "From Earth, fool," and boom, they jumped me, and I was in my head, I was thinking like, damn, bro, like, I fucked up bad because these are my family, and these fools are putting hands on me, fool. And I didn't never do that to my family. So the whole time I'm getting beat up, I didn't know what I did, but I wasn't really tripping about being hurt. I was more hurt inside because now this is my second family treating me like this. And after they got done, they picked me up and they said, "What's up, fool? You're from the barrio now." They jumped me in, and my gang name came from old girl that took me to the house, Sylvia. They're like, "He needs a gang name. What do you call him?" "Oh, he got a long ass neck. Let's call him Turtle Boy." I was like, "Shit, let's run with Turtle Boy." Load him up in the car, bro. Give him the strap. Let's go. I ain't never had a gun before. I never shot a gun before, but I wasn't about to stutter step. So I lived it like a movie. I sat up on the windowsill of the passenger side, let off, smoking food, and we got back, and it was what it was. And I could picture it like when I was in baseball and I hit the game-winning home run or the game-winning play, getting at the home plate, you know, your team surrounds you, everybody's happy, the crowd's cheering, everybody's happy.
Yeah.
Well, that was the same scenario that went down when I got back from putting in my first work. So I was like, I was on the field again, fool, and I was really in the field again. So these fools are congratulating me, telling me that I was welcome, I was part of something, and I'm not gonna lie, fool, like, I was really devastated, fool, when I got dropped off by my mom's, fool, like losing my sisters and my brothers and my grandma and my grandpa and my aunt and my uncle and the Christmas presents and we had just all came from a fucked up situation. Being with my mom in Arizona, like she literally left us sitting at home in a house for like months at a time and never came home. And my little sister was younger than all of us, raised us all, remember getting us ready for school. And there was a babysitter there that tried to do some crazy shit. Me and my brother ran him off, and we were just little G's, a house full of 6 kids with an infant sister, and my mom was cheating on my dad, and my mom beat us, and we were all fucked up, fool, from not being loved after we had been loved for so long. And then it went from like, when we were in California with my mom and dad, shit was good. Like the same day we got to Arizona, my dad left the next day, and he didn't leave us, but he had to come back to California and work. And that's the last time we saw my mom, fool, and fucking, so we were all fucked up. And the next thing you know, one night, we got a hold of a phone. We didn't have a phone in the house. Me and my brother got a hold of a phone. We called my grandma. We let her know everything that was going on. And I thought it was a dream, fool, that night. That night. What?
Our code was the trees are not very green.
Oh yeah, so that's what we have to say because my mom would hover over us when we talked to my dad. So my dad created a code for us to say, like, when something was wrong, that the trees were always green. So we were kids learning how to speak in code against our parents and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We were already being trained for warfare as minors against my mother, dog, and it was fucking crazy as fuck. I remember.
You would think it would be.
I remember one time my brother wanted to go outside and play with BB guns, and he put on his army clothes. And Arizona has alleys and shit, so he's out there running around with his BB gun like a soldier, and he wants me to go out and play with him, but I'm playing Nintendo, and he keeps knocking on the door for me to come out, and finally, he knocks on the door again. I get the Uzi BB gun. What do you want? Boom, and it's the whole front yard full of cops, fool. Somebody called the cops that we were out there running around with guns. The cop could have blew my fucking brains off at the door. I pulled the gun on the cop. Like, what do you want? I didn't know it was a cop, fool. My mom, surprisingly, somehow my mom showed up that day, and like a couple days later, I guess my brother told my grandma what was going on, and it was like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. And I remember my dad waking me up, and my uncle Willie, and my dad was an alcoholic, severe alcoholic at the time, and I really thought I was dreaming, fool. And I remember a cop telling me, "Pack your stuff up, son. You're gonna go with your dad." And my mom was so cruel, bro. Like, that's not my real dad. She's like, "You can't take him. I'm keeping Kenny. And you're not taking him. I'm keeping Kenny and Kelly just because I can." And he took me, but he left my older brother, fool, which was fucked up. I don't know why. And you left you? Oh. But he came and got you a couple days later, though.
So this is your stepdad that did that? Your stepdad that took you?
He was an alcoholic, fool, but he heard everything was going bad, and he came down there and took all 6 of us.
So you really
had all 6 of us in a shack in my grandma's house. A single father. He fucking, bro. He went from a straight stone cold alcoholic to never touching a drink of beer again in his life. So now he's so in control of himself that he drinks and he doesn't even get drunk no more, fool. So when they say that you're an addict for life, I beg to differ because my father will beg to differ. You know what I'm saying? My father's not an addict for life and he's still drinking, bro. So, but yeah, my dad quit cold turkey. We lived with my aunt and uncle for a little bit in their house, and that was the happiest time of my life, bro. And
wow.
we all lived in the front room, so we kind of packed our house up. We went to my grandma's, and somehow my aunt and uncle decided it was a better move for us to go from my grandparents' house to their house, but I feel like they had some kind of agenda. I don't know what it was, but now it's looking like my dad's relationship with his brother and his wife. There's something there that they got against my dad or something that nobody knows. You know what I mean? And so I kind of felt like they've always had that leverage on my dad. My dad's always been a great man, fool, and he doesn't trip on the small shit, fool. He'll literally give you his last dollar in his pocket, fool. He'll give you the last tortilla on his plate. Yeah. He'll literally get off his truck if you needed a car that bad, and he'll walk his ass home, fool. He's a saint. So they take advantage of him, fool, like, because he just doesn't trip, fool. And they just always had this leverage over my dad. And I think that's the reason they took the kids in like back then, because they always wanted that leverage on my father, because my father's a plumber. He's a jack of all trades. So whenever anything in the family gets messed up, my dad goes and fixes it for free. Plumbing jobs, whole house remodeling and building. But now that my dad's living in my grandma's house, now they want my dad to move out of my grandma's house so they can sell my grandma's house. And my dad lived in my grandma's house for the last 10 years. taking care of his mother
Yeah.
while she's on her deathbed. His mom died in him. His brother, he just buried his brother. We take care of his brother on his deathbed, bro. So
Oh wow.
they've always had a leverage over my father, and they used the leverage to get me out of the house. And I know the Bible speaks forgiveness, and the Bible speaks to, but that's just something I can't let go of, bro. I just can't let go of that, bro.
Yeah. No,
The same thing.
forgiveness is
my
always
mother,
good.
bro.
Forgiveness is good, bro. You gotta do that. You gotta first forgive yourself from everything that you've been through in your life, but also forgive, man. I'll throw a Bible scripture about that, man. You know, like the Bible says, in order for you to if you want to be forgiven for your sins, you got to forgive the brother for theirs. You know.
No, and I'm not mad at them any longer.
Yeah.
But I've forgiven them, but it still has an impact on me to this
Right.
day. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I don't have
Right.
any remorse or anything towards them.
Right. I
But
get it.
it's had a lasting effect on me, bro, because, bro, I can honestly say, fool, like, since the age of 13, fool, up until here, December, I didn't really never have a chance, fool.
Yeah.
Like, I would literally get out of a facility and either be forced to go to the streets or be forced to go back to the hood.
Yeah.
And I refused to be hungry, and I refused to starve, and I refused to ask anybody for anything, fool. So
Yeah.
I hit the block, and I go get my money, and I do what I gotta do.
Yeah.
But you can say that, we could say whatever the fuck you want about that, fool, but no matter what, that shows a determination in an individual to succeed. Even knowing that what I'm doing is gonna get me in trouble, you know, I look at it like, all that shit I've done in my past only made me the person that I am today, fool. Like,
Yeah.
I'm super strong, fool, but I'm an emotional wreck, fool, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like, here since I've been out of jail lately, fool, it's like I can't seem to stop fucking crying, bro.
Yeah. Have you thought about seeking like therapy?
I've been in therapy my whole life, bro. It doesn't do anything for me because I want to work in the therapist. You know what I mean? 'Cause
What about
Got some-
is there like somebody you could talk to, like a close friend, that you could share, you know, what you're
well, that's
feeling?
why I wrote this book, dog.
Yeah, that's therapy too, right? I get it. That's
The book was me exercising all the demons I had and
Yeah.
letting somebody else know what I've been through because I've kept it all. My family, they never knew what the fuck I would do, bro. Like, why the fuck is he in jail again? Like, they don't know how to. I'm not in the same area as them. Like, why are you in jail again, brother? What are you doing? And the whole time, my mom's assassinating my character. Oh, he's doing this, he's doing that, this and that, that and this, that. And she just tried to assassinate my character again last week, bro, over telling me I'm stealing somebody's credit card, that I'm a drug addict. Telling my sisters and brothers, why do they got me out here? Why do they trust me? Like, I'm a piece of shit. I'm a scumbag. And bro, all I've been doing since I've been out is not doing nothing that I want to do for myself and letting my family control and walking in the steps that my family set forward for me. But I think it's my intellect from being around such fucked up people in prison and learning how to maneuver through them situations that getting out to the streets, I didn't have to transition this time. I transitioned my mind while I was inside this time.
Yeah.
When my sister beat cancer, I looked at God and I said, okay, all right, I understand, fool, I got you. You want this relationship with me? This is what you're going to get. All I ask of you is you do me the way I would do you if the roles were reversed. And I'm going to tell you, he does, dog. When I'm on my good shit, I got all the blessings in the world, and they come immediately. But as soon as I start slipping and going into some altar area, I get punished. Like, on the way home from Hoodstocks, I went down there with good motives to shine and to put my book out there. It got a little bit heated during the interview. But I think I still left the interview with, like, maybe I had a little bit too much pride in me or something, because driving home, I got in a car accident. I hit the embankment and flipped in the air and got stuck in a tree. But I got out of the tree. I drove my car back home. I wasn't injured. So that's God telling me, like, all right, something's up. Yeah. So now this is another situation that God. I found my faith through God healing my sister. Well, we just found out my sister's sick again, bro, with another spinal cancer, fool. So.
Oh man, I'm gonna keep her in prayer, bro. Dang.
Yeah, I know,
man.
Anyway.
Well,
so I got a lot of shit on my chest, dog. Like I said in my poem, I walk around with legion in me, reasoning with people who don't have the decency to know I almost lost 2 sisters recently.
Yeah.
And I stand on that, fool. Like, I'm walking around. My sister just got 10 years in prison. My sister got cancer.
Yeah.
Like, I walk around with that in me and on me. If you watch the Hoodstocks interview, bro, as soon as he asked me, in the middle of us arguing and going crazy, as soon as he asked me what was the most hurtful thing that's happened to me in my life, and I let it know, and I started shedding tears, and I started crying, and I didn't want to do that. And
But
that's what happens though when you're a real motherfucker. Fool, real shit comes out, bro.
Yeah, no, and I saw the interview, man, and you shedding some tears, bro. Just it's okay, bro. Like I always tell everybody, bro, even men, man, it's okay, bro. It's all right, man, to do that. It's all, you know, it's not a sign of weakness or nothing like that, man. I
think it takes a man to cry, bro.
No, it really does, man. And then we gotta let it out some way, bro. Somebody might laugh at you and say or put some comments in there saying, you know what, bro, don't listen to that, man. Right now you gotta focus on you.
You ain't never cried in your life, bro. Like you ain't never shed a tear.
Oh yeah, I admit, you know, so you gotta just keep doing what you're doing, brother, man. Love yourself, man. You still have your sister around, so you gotta do your best to live for her, you know what I mean, take care of her. That book that you're doing is great, bro. I'm glad that was your therapy. Now what are you doing now? Is there anything else that you're doing for therapy? Because you said writing that book helped you. So, like, what about now?
I started writing my second book. The first book is introduction. It's a testimony. I don't like telling people it's a testimony because I kind of give away the surprise ending of it. But it's a testimony, and it's just a timeline of all the fucked up events that happened in my life. I was explaining to my sister the situations that happened in my life. And it's called Introduction, so because this is our introduction. This is my introduction into society. Yeah. This is my introduction into a regular life. This is our introduction. Everybody had everything. Every time you do something, it's an introduction. So I'm introducing myself to the world or to my people in this book. But the second book I'm working on right now is called Introduced because you already know me now, and it's the same timeline as the first book, but instead of me telling you about all the fucked up shit that happened, I'm telling you about all the little blessings that happened in between of all the fucked up situations. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you could actually get both books hand in hand and read them you could read them at the same time if you want to, bro. And then I write my poetry. Me and my sister started a little business. We make hoodies, and so I'm spending time on I live one street away from my sister now. How crazy is that? Yeah. The other day I was sitting at my house just doing live, breaking someone off on a burpee challenge. I called out the Burpee King. We'll see if he answers my call because I'm gonna prove that I'm the Burpee King. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think I've heard of him. I think I heard of him.
Yeah, he's watered down, but he's cool. He does his thing, but his burpees are watered down. But also, so I'm sitting there on live and I get a knock on the door and there's fucking four cops in SWAT gear at my door. Oh shit. So they come in, they're looking for my roomie. He's on probation too, but they're like, "Hey, what's up, bro?" They're like, "So Thunderburk, how you doing?" "All right, how do you know me, sir?" "Oh, we all four of us just watched you on Hoodstocks the other day, man. We're a fan of yours, bro. We fucking and the way you handled that situation, these are cops, fool. These are regular people that don't have our perspectives. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That watch this interview and they're like, "Bro, you handled that good, bro, and your message is good, dog. And we see your book booming. Your book's 5,000 copies since Saturday, dog. Individually, I pushed out 5,000 books myself through email off my phone, dog, one at a time. You know what I'm saying?
What do you charge for the books?
But they've been giving me 25. Some people give me 200. I just tell people like this, like, when you ask me for the book and hit you with that message, "Hey, what's up? Shoot your email." You shoot your email, not even a minute later, you get the first half of the book, bro. So I tell you like this, here's the first half, tap in. If you like it, I'll send you the rest. Support the book. But even if you can't support it, fool, I'll still let you get it, big dog. So
are they hard copies or are they hard copies or digital?
Right now they're digital, bro. Right now it's just digital copies, but I got my sister's best friend, like she got her hold of my book. She's a famous photographer that owns. I'm not gonna put her name out there because I didn't ask her permission, but she's a well-known photographer. She says she got my book, and she got my book. You hear me?
Yeah, that's dope.
She's finna come down here tomorrow in a couple days. She's finna edit the whole thing for me. She's finna put a book cover on it. She's finna put a spine. She's finna put a back cover on it. She's finna have a photo shoot for me. So me and my sister are gonna take some updated pictures. So it's gonna be it's a vibrant book. Her review on it is almost the same as it would be from a critic from a book club because she was real detailed and she made me cry with her review. Yeah. And I've been getting thousands of reviews, bro, off this book, and they're all the same, bro. They're they're breathtaking and they're overwhelming, dog.
Yeah, bro.
I got so much anxiety inside me right now from kind of being successful. Like, I feel like any minute something's gonna crash me, dog, and I'm gonna lose it all, bro.
Stay away from the internet, bro. Stay away from the.
Nah, I don't care about the
No.
bad comments. That's the least of my worries. I don't care what people got to say, because everybody that makes a bad comment, and I'm going to say this now, so if you watch the Hoodstock and you made a bad comment about me, you can't tell me that you didn't get a response from me in your comment asking you, hey, bro, what's up, homie? If I offended you in any type of way, I apologize for that, fool. Those ain't my intentions. And you wouldn't believe the amount of people that are like, hey, bro, that's some big boy shit, dog. Matter of fact, I'm going to go take that comment down and I'm going to put a new comment.
Yeah.
Because the comments, they do bother me, and I do try to address them. But if it's somebody that I can't get through to, then that's what it is, fool. The Bible says it, like, if the person next to you is causing you to sin, that when they get up, to occupy their seat. I mean, and that's not just meaning somebody sitting in a chair. That means if your lifestyle is causing you to sin, that if the opportunity presents itself, to occupy another space. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To do something else that isn't sinful. And I tapped into the Muslim beliefs when I was in prison, so I know the Quran by the back of my hand. I know the Al-Fatiha. I did my Shahada. And my favorite verse from the Quran is similar as the Bible. It says, if it causes you shame, to avoid it.
Yeah.
So anything I say on camera, anything I say online, anything I say in person, I'm saying it and I'm standing on it, bro. You feel me?
Yeah. What do you want people to get from your book,
anything,
bro? What do you want people to get from your book?
I want them to get whatever they want to get out of it. I want them to just, and they all getting the same thing out of it. They're all telling me. There's a teacher in Vietnam. He's an English professor in Vietnam. So that should tell you how to be an English professor in Vietnam should say something about his accolades. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He got my book, bro, and he said my book is almost the style of genius writing.
Yeah.
With the misspelled words and the run-on sentences. He said the way you describe things and the way you were talking, bro, is you're right here next to us. Like, my voice is throughout that entire book.
Nice.
So that's what I gotta say about the book, bro. Like, the poetry in the book is hard. The poem, the book. I want you to get out of the book, bro, to see everything that I've been through, and to know that you don't have to go through that, bro.
Yeah.
You don't have to go through that. And if somebody reads my book and they need somebody to call, fool, call me, fool. I give you my phone number to reach out to me for my book, fool. So I'm telling you, I want that. I need that.
Good, man. Good for you.
Bring all the comments.
Yeah.
Hit this phone number up. Reach out to me. Let me know what you think about me, fool. I want to know so I can address some issues.
All right.
If everybody's saying this and that, I already addressed an issue and apologized to Lefty Gunplay's people on. That took a man to me to apologize for some shit that I stood on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's it's difference of being sorry and apologetic.
Right.
Apologetic means, okay, I see your side of it, and I don't mean to offend you. Yeah. Sorry means you take back everything you said. I don't take back nothing I said. I apologize for my people that wanted to tap into me and didn't tap into me because of the negative shit that I was spitting. Yeah. And my people used to tell me that, bro, Thunder, when you talk, look at how many people are around you, fool. Look how many people around you. Look how many people are in your cell when you're telling stories. They love you, bro. But then look at when you're over here talking this dumb shit, bro. Nobody cares about that, bro. Like, you got to choose what side you want. Yeah. Which is why I told Lucky, I got dual personalities, fool. This is all new to me, dog. Like,
yeah.
I got out here, I got my little fame dissing Lefty Gunplay. I didn't diss Lefty Gunplay. I stated facts on Lefty Gunplay, and they misinterpreted it as me dissing him. You can't diss somebody with facts, bro. You know
is that how you got Hoodstock's attention?
That's how I got Hoodstock's attention.
Okay.
So me going on Hoodstocks, I think him doing what he did was so he could appeal to Lefty Gunplay. Oh, this who got at I'm Lefty Gunplay's #1 op, bro. So I got his tattoo artist. I put someone inside his tattoo artist's shop on the day that I went down to Lucky's Hoodstock just to see if they were gonna tap into my live. And he had a party in the tattoo shop listening to my live. And guess what? They're not talking bad about me on his live. Yeah. They're talking bad about their homeboy Lefty Gunplay being a mayetero, letting black people tattoo on his head, getting black labels. He's a J-Cat. So everything that Lucky got at me for doing to the little homie and talking down on him, they all try to do that to me. And they're all on bigger platforms than me, fool. And so I'm just a dude at home talking shit into my camera to pay maybe people that'll tap in. Like, to tap into my shit, you gotta like see it, push on it, and then watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this dude's platform, people are already tuning in, and he tried to bombard me with this question, and every single part inside of my head in that situation, that was a tee-off situation. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I went down there by myself to Commerce, California, to the heart of the mouth of the beast, to Hoodstocks, all his people in there. I showed up 2 hours early by myself, no fear in me. He had an armed security guard there. He had homeboys in there. He tried to downplay my sobriety. I checked him on camera about that shit, but I respect Lucky, fool. But I'm a little upset now that after he put out the fucked up videos, he put out some okay videos about me, and this new video that he put out, like, bro, he got me on there specifically saying, bro, I ain't been shit my whole life. I've always been a piece of shit, and when I'm in the pen, I'm just trying to be the biggest piece of shit that I can. Like, if you hear that just by itself, you're like, what the fuck is this dude talking about, bro? But if you listen to what I said after that, it all adds up. You get what I'm saying? But so I got at him like, hey, fool, like, that's some sneak diss shit, fool. Like, I shook your hand 3 times on camera before we left. So that way, when I left, there was no bad feuds. But yeah, you're putting my image out there, and he's talking about me disrespecting Lefty Gunplay, being a young homie, a young artist coming up in the game, and I'm talking down on him because I'm a older homie. Okay, well, Mr. Lucky, the same shit you accused me of doing, you're doing it yourself, dog, on a bigger platform, to somebody even smaller than Lefty Gunplay. So I don't understand how they can see what I did to Lefty Gunplay and the thing with Lefty Gunplay, it was all facts, right? The shit with Lucky in these videos, they're cut up, and words are taken and put in places that words weren't said in places. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm gonna let him rock with that, fool, because I already got about 400,000 views, bro. So the numbers don't lie, bro. You know what I mean?
Hey, Thunder, man, let's go back to your book, man. What's the name of it, man?
It's called Introduction.
Introduction, okay.
Yeah.
And then the second one you're working on, you already have a title. You said it was.
Yeah, that was called Introduce.
Introduce, okay.
But the third book I'm working on, my masterpiece. Yeah. I don't really want to say it too much, bro, because if I say it, people might jump on it. But I ain't tripping because I'm such a. I'll kill it anyways. I'll write a better book. But I'm writing a book about like the indoctrination into a gang state. You understand what I'm saying? Like everything to do with the gang, for a prison gang and a street gang. Yeah. Everything that I know about a gang is going to be in this book. Because I know there's a daughter, or a husband, or there's a wife, or somebody somewhere that, like, I know my daddy loves me. I just came back from visiting him in prison. He said he's trying to do everything to get home, but yet my dad just said he's not getting home for 2 more years because he's in the shoe because he stabbed somebody.
Man, that's, wow.
I'm pretty sure there's a daughter, or there's someone somewhere, or a friend somewhere that wants to know why this man would go through them hurdles and do everything against the nature to getting out.
That's a good idea that sounds like a good book right there, bro. I like where you're going with it.
Why I joined my gang. If I tell you why I joined my gang, I think everybody's gonna want to join my gang because there was no negative in it when I joined it. It was a family. They were my friends. Oh yeah, so what? People were getting shot, but that's because they tried to hurt my friends. So I thought it was honorable to go defend my friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, we went looking for trouble, but only time I went looking for trouble is when they brought trouble. But if you brought trouble once, you just open for the door for me to bring trouble whenever I want to. You get what I'm saying?
Right,
like, Lefty's Gunplay's tattoo artist wants to fight me. Yesterday, I wanted to get a tattoo by him. He don't like me because I talk bad about Lefty, but we've been on live. I've been blowing his lives up, 200-300 people when I show up in his room. So I've been appealing to his gratitude. So I'm going to go down there and get a tattoo, blow up, go live, probably go viral off. Oh, Lefty's enemy, #1 op shows up to Lefty's hood, fights his homeboy, then gets a tattoo. Like, that's all positive. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm going down there to see this fool yesterday, and somebody had posted those videos about me. I ain't posted no videos lately. They posted them videos of when we were me and him were on the live together, and he was calling me out, and he saw it when I was talking to him on live, and he starts talking to me like I posted him, and he blocked me, and he blocked the dude, so he cut off the directions to where he lived at, to where we're supposed to meet up to fight. And once again, I was going to the ops hood solo, by myself, showing them my face again, like they could say what they want. I showed up to Hoodstocks. Everybody knew the date and the time and the place I was going to show up at, right? Yeah. So, and I let it be known weeks in advance what time and date I was going. Because if I got a problem with you, and I know where you're at. I'm gonna be there, bro.
Right.
I'm gonna be there, and I'm gonna show my face, and we're gonna deal with this shit. So nobody showed up. So everybody talking in bad comments on the internet about cell surgery and all that. You had your opportunity, bro. I gave you an opportunity, and you didn't take it. So now, after today, the haters don't get no comments. The haters don't get no clouts off me. You don't get no shouts out to none of my videos. So this is their last hoorah right here. You feel me?
Yeah.
From now on, only acknowledgement is gonna be positive comments and positive people from now on, dog. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but like I'm really pulling up spots, fool.
Yeah.
But I was gonna go down there. I didn't want to fight dude, but a fight ain't nothing to me. We were gonna go in the back, get our thing out. Dude can't fight anyways. He thinks he's bad because he works out. But I've been fighting my entire life since 12. I've been in youth authority 10 years straight. So a fight ain't nothing. I really wanted to go down there to resolve the issue, so I could actually be like, okay, Lefty gunplay issue is dead. I apologized for the shit to his mom. I went down there, got down with this tattoo artist, his best friend, his big homie from his hood. His homie tatted on me. What's up? It's all good now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If Lefty Gunplay wants to holler at me and see what's up, we can do what we got to do. Then I can educate the little homie on why I spoke out against him, dog. You can't blame me, fool, for speaking out. Rush Limbaugh does it. The news reporter does it, and nobody's talking bad about them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. I mean, let's go for the whole Lucky thing, man, because I normally don't do podcasts like this. Like I said, we just talk about some positive. The reason why I like to do the positivity stuff, man, because there's somebody who's listening, somebody that's young, somebody that might be inspired by some, like your book. Somebody might want to write a book, but since we're talking about the whole, what had happened and everything, I think with Lucky, bro, shout out to him, bro. I'm gonna be honest, I do like what he got going, Hoodstock and stuff, and I think there's a reason why you jumped on there too.
Yeah,
it's a big platform, man. It's a dope platform. Hold on, bro. It's a big platform, man. And I know you're not liking the little clips that he's posting, but I'm gonna tell you. You went in there knowing what's gonna happen, and the things that you said. If it's crying or whatever, he's gonna use that. But it's gonna also look at it like this, bro. It's gonna help you, bro, with sales on your book, maybe more views, maybe more likes, more follows. I don't know, but I'm just trying to say is look at it in a light. I guess I know it sounds bad. I know, and that sounds like but you gotta kind of look at it like that, man. And
nah, bro, I'm not. Nah, fool. You're not gonna shake my hand and then talk behind my back.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't have shook my hand, that would have been gravy, fool.
Oh,
I don't care about the press and the sales and the views, bro. I don't care about that. So I don't care about the money either, dog. I got money. I made a lot of money while I was in the feds. That's why I'm out here, and I've been out about 5 months, and I don't have to get a job. Fool.
You've been out for 5 months already?
Yeah, since October.
Oh wow.
About 4.5 months. But I already got my own house. I got my license. I got a car. I got a business. I got a car dealership. So I'm good. So I made a lot of money in the feds because I did good in the feds.
Yeah.
Like, if you get out of prison and you get out to nothing, that should say something that you weren't doing something right in there, bro, because the homies ain't gonna let you get out with nothing, dog. You feel me?
Yeah. You know what? You do music too, right? I heard you spitting on
Man, I never done music in the studio before. That was really the first time I've ever really even rapped like that.
Oh, really?
But I feel it like this, fool. Like, I'm a real motherfucker, bro. So I see it like this. Like, if you say you're real and you really got the pain and you're really about that struggle, at any time, bro, if anybody pulls up on me, hey, Thunder, let me hear what you're going through, fool. Let me hear it rhyme real quick, fool. Let me hear what you're going through.
Yeah.
No matter what, because I'm really out here like this, and it's really in my heart. If you listen to the freestyle, I said it in the freestyle. The whole interview was wrapped up in the freestyle. I started that shit with, I'm feeling apologetic, but I'll never say I'm sorry. Thinking smooth is solid like a one-man army. They want to disarm me. These motherfuckers want to harm me. I'm glad you took a number, homie. Welcome to the party. Now we can get it started. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it don't matter who's the hardest, because regardless, at the end, dog, someone's going to get discarded. You know what I'm saying? So, my rapping, I got mad bars. My poetry is off the chain. But as far as rapping in the studio in a booth, that was my debut right there, bro. And I guess people think I did all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When are you gonna go? When are you gonna go record, man?
Well, I got
start working on this album.
I got Tres from Compton trying to jump on tracks with me. I got a couple other. I'm about to here this weekend. I'm about to go to the homies to a dude I met that raps.
Yeah.
Some dude that raps with Swifty Blue hit me up today.
Okay.
Yeah. He's like, hey, fool, your shit's hard, fool. He's like, I would love to have you on my shit, fool. And this fool spits, fool. And I'm like, hell yeah, I'll jump on that shit. So, and then I got a song that was stolen from me back in days. It got 50 million views on YouTube right now. It's called the Chugga Boom Boom. That I'm chasing dragons.
Yeah.
I wrote that song, bro.
That was a hit. That was a hit on TikTok, man.
Huh?
That was a hit on TikTok, man. Everybody was using. I used it.
That dude that sings it. He ain't the real writer. I wrote that. Me and JoJo from Santa Paula wrote that in 1997.
What?
In the hole. I was 17 years old and I was in prison and I couldn't hit the yard, so they had us in the hole. And all we used to do was sing out the door and fuck around out the door.
Wait a minute.
The lyrics to that song, "Chasing the Dragon," that got all them views on YouTube. That's in my first book that I wrote. That was written with my name in it, my poetry and my lyrics in it, called "The Game Is to Be Sold, Not Told" by Gustavo Guzman. You can open that book up, look for the song in there. They're called "Chasing the Dragon," and read the lyrics. And that book was published in 2012. Dude's song didn't come out till 2015.
So you got credit for it then?
No, I didn't get paid nothing yet. But once I dropped my version of the "Chasing the Dragon," I met this dude that plays the acoustic guitar right here down the street from my house.
Yeah.
Sick as fuck. So I'm gonna drop my version of "Chasing the Dragon," and then I'm gonna get a lawyer involved because he's gonna cry about me supposedly stealing his song. But when they see it in my book, published in 2012, and his song came out in 2015, and the lyrics are similar, especially the "Chugga Boom Boom."
Yeah.
My friend Ronald Guzman that does music already let me know it's a rap. He already saw the book. He's already seen all the facts. So that's in the works. I'm here probably this Saturday. I'm gonna go start recording my album. I got a little crew that wants to rap with me. I got several successful artists. But that's from Compton. Dude that raps with Swifty Blue wanted to jump out there, so I'm gonna just see what it is. So I don't care. Like I freestyle hard as fuck, but I really, like, when I go back and hear it after I recorded it, it doesn't sound like it did when it was freestyle. Right. So I think that's how my voice is always gonna sound. But nah, fool, I watch these fools that straight trash go in the booth, and then when they get out, and then the engineer fix it. Yeah. Like that's just like that. But I don't want no engineered shit under my shit. I want my shit all me. You know what I mean? So yeah. So I'm about to do some music. I'm about to do a book signing event here. I got some dude that owns a limousine corporation. Said, whenever you come down here, you got a free limo. Because I sent him a free couple copies of my book. He's like, you got free limo service down here. I got I forgot his name. I want to give them a shout out because, you know, they're good people. Yeah. But they're let me see real quick. Controversial Chicano, Nina Beretta, Tika, Hood Media, Lyrics. Lyrics is the dude. He's a published author. He's gonna put me in the published game. David Guerra from Program Time. All them fools are good people. Hood Media, Hot We Love Media. Like, those are people that are help. Bad News A, White Patriot. Those are all fools pushing my movement, pushing my book, helping me, giving me my insight, dog. And these are all fools I just met, and I've actually pulled up on them in person and broke bread with them. Like I'm telling you, I want to do. You know what I mean? So yeah, I got music coming up. I got some hard ass music coming up. I'm gonna spit my penitentiary shit. Cause I've been writing music my whole life. I just never really been rapping it. You understand? Right. So
that's dope, man. That's cool. That's exciting. That's exciting for you. That's more therapy, right? Get in the studio, start writing, jump in the studio and start spinning, bro. Like, man, I love the feeling of being in the studio, man.
Stuff like this is the comments off Hoodstock's interview. Like, I'm not going to lie, it's been over 20 years since I shed it here. And scrolling, I accidentally stopped on this channel, and this dude's story kept me here, tears running down my face. This was deep. Shout out to the host and his guest to promote that book. I mean, Thunderburk flow was off the chain, straight spitting fire. Shouts out to the homie. He was literally the best rapper I've had on your show. He isn't even a rapper. He just needs to learn how to not use his negative. That's right. He got bars. He spit that shit. That's a cool beat right there. Then it spoke too soon. This fool's mad because Lefty Gunplay sucks ass at rapping and lied about his time in prison and got famous and money quick. This fool is way fucking better than Lefty and did everything Lefty claims he did in prison wise. And he ain't getting the same attention. Don't try to get out of his character, and the dude is a real one. Respect to both of you. Luck for calling him out. I know it's been through some shit. He's a real one. His flow is hard as fuck. How can I read Thunder's book? I did time with Turtle back in 2006 and Donovan Reception. yes sir, dope. And then this fool says, hey, saludos. Hey, did you go by Turtle at one point? If so, I was in Ironwood 2004 to 2007. You look a bit familiar, but you didn't have all them tattoos except for the one that you had on your face. And I said, yeah, it was me. He said, yes, sir, I'm Dopey for Pacuema. You remember me? Fucking crazy ass fool. You still ain't changed. You know what I mean? So these are the comments. And then if I look at my Venmo and I look at my Cash App, like the money from the book sales, it's like, that's you calling me, putting me on your show. Like, none of this is me, dog. This is all you guys making me feel good about myself, bro. So
there's somebody listening right now, bro, and they're like, man, how do I write? How do I start writing a book, man? What would you tell them?
This is how my book was started. We got locked down during COVID, and me and my celly were tapped into a deep conversation, and he had a crazy case, and he's like, I'm gonna write a book about it, bro. And I have been thinking about writing books. I write poetry, and I was like, I'm gonna write a book too, bro. So I literally waited till the door opened, ran out to the day room, grabbed all the paper and all the pencils, and I came back in my cell. And when I sat down, I thought of the most devastating thing that has ever happened to me, bro. And it was, I remember the exact day I was separated from my immediately family, and I just went on from there. And I was real with myself. And just know this about when you write something, bro. Like, it's like a tattoo, fool. You can paint whatever picture you want to paint, dog. There's nobody can tell you your book's not good, because if you wrote it, it's good to you. So don't write it for no one else. Write it for you. Write like you're trying to get rid of something, if that's what you want to write. I wrote it like I was trying to get rid of my past. I wrote it like I figured as fast as I wrote it, like by the time I was done with it, my prison sentence would be up. It got me through my prison bed, but my sister, I was in the hole. I was in the shoe. My sister had just told me she had cancer. It was terminal. They took my phone for disciplinary reasons. I wasn't able to call my sister for 8 months. So I sat in that cell, bro, stewing and writing and stewing and writing, dog.
Yeah.
And this is what came out, fool. If you're going to write, bro, be real and be as descriptive as you possibly can, bro.
Yeah.
I want to know the color of her toenails. I want to know if she had a rainbow on it. I want to know if she had sparkles in it. I want to know what color the grass was, what color the blades of the grass was, if it was all. I want just be as detailed as you can, and just be honest, bro. I mean, and just know that no matter what you write, it's the right thing because you wrote it.
That's right, bro. I appreciate you, man, jumping on and talking about your life story and your book and everything that's going on in your life, man. I really wish you the best, man, especially with what you're doing and you know. With this book, man, I think, you know, I'm hoping that somebody will get touched by it, man.
Bro,
and hopefully they don't follow your path, bro, right? Because you want to make sure
man,
that...
I hope if you read this book, you're going to see in there, bro, like, I'm 100% honest with you. I even glamorize the lifestyle I'm living up until to the point to where it gets to be, now I want to go home because my sister might die.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, you know, she's still here, brother. We're still here. She's still here, you know. Keep living for her, bro. Keep fighting for her, you know.
The book went from me trying to hurry up and write it so she could read it before anything happens to now me finishing it and me just hoping she reads it because she's here with us now.
Was that your sister? Is that your sister that was talking earlier?
Yeah, that's my sister. Okay. Her name's Jessica. She's my baby sister. They say we look like twins. We're born a year apart. She's everything to me. She's everything to my family. My family means everything to me now. I got my entire family back in my corner. I'm out here back in California. I'm fully focused, bro. Like, I've been marketing my book, selling my book myself. I don't have any help. I wrote the book myself without any help. I did everything with my book by myself, dog. And if somebody's out there listening to this that can help me, or you feel like you want to give me a call and talk, I'll give you my phone number. It's 405-439-3664. I'm an author. If you read my book and you want to reach out and talk to me about it, I'm here. I seek that and I want that because I grow. That's my healing right there. When people, strangers, are telling me, bro, like, hey, bro, I got this one review and it's on Hoodstocks. It's on their comments. He said, my son was listening to you, and then it caught my wife's entertaining, and then it caught my interest. And since then, our whole family cried listening to your interview. My son was drastically said, Dad, I love this dude, but I don't want to be nothing like him. They all bought my book, and they read it as a family.
Wow.
I mean,
Dang,
so-
that's beautiful, man. That's dope. That is dope. That's crazy, man. And
I got hundreds of thousands of comments. There's a dude in Vietnam that's a graphic design English professor teaching kids in Vietnam English that said he got my book and said it was written on a genius level, and he's distributing my book to his students in his class, bro. So my shit's in Vietnam, Russia, China, Ukraine, Uzbekistan, Venezuela, and I think Peru. That's what that last lady told me. Everybody all over the live TikTok, people's reading my book. People are actually talking about my book like it's a sensation now, like it's starting to move around. So it's the unedited version that I'm putting out, the misspelled words and all that shit. Nobody has gotten back to me one time. Hey, there's some misspelled words in here, bro. Like, nah, bro. I think that I'm gonna leave it like that because when you tell a story, you mess up too. So that's what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying?
bro, congratulations to everything that you're doing, man. Hey, shout out to Kenny Thunder, man. What you're doing, man. Hey,
I got one more thing, two more things. If you want to wrap it up, that I want to say before that, and then
yeah, go for it, man.
The other day, did I tell you about the parole officers coming to my house?
Yeah, the ones that bought your book, right? The
Oh
ones...
yeah, I already told you about that.
Yeah.
That's coming up. So
yeah,
look for me, probably wearing a probation shirt and a probation hat down there. Giving. He said the text from the cop was let me read it, bro. So that way it's funny, bro.
Yeah, go for it.
I got them in my phone as cops, probably, right?
Yeah.
He said, and he's speaking about Lefty Gunplay too. He said, trust me, I know. Oh no, he said right here. He said, yeah, he definitely is not smart. Good for him. He lives in LA. He can't get away from it. Oh, he said, your positive message is way bigger than that dude. He's out for clout, right? Then he said, trust me, I know completely just by talking to you. You're 10 minutes. Talking to you for 10 minutes, I can tell you where you're at now in life. It's a good thing what you're doing and looking forward to seeing you grow. I'm just waiting for a man to prove you coming down to teach the class.
Oh, wow.
To teach the class of officers, dog. I'm going to be teaching the class of officers, hopefully.
Oh, man.
I said, okay, bro, I think, do you think they will? He said, I think so. They were very interested. Yeah. I said, I really want to do this. I would also like to go talk to at-risk kids. I agree. I will do all I can to make it happen. And these are the cops that came to my house and identified me from my past history, the precedents I had out here, and what I'm doing out here now. They saw me on Hoodstocks. They said they were fans, bro. These are cops that are fans. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I got that. And then I would probably want to read you a poem real quick before we end it. And,
yeah, no, for sure. Read it. Go ahead, man.
Right, this is my favorite one. It's called Better, right?
Yeah.
I said, I tried to warn them, but they took no heed. And as a follower, I learned to lead. I slit my wrist and learned to bleed. And in my garden, I plucked the weeds. The Bible says we're God's. What's the chances I defy this odds and escape this pod? Stuck with losers I got nothing in common with. I'm a ghost, something anonymous. When I leave here, man, I'll never look back. I said some things to my family that I never took back. Shit, I wish I was a better brother. I wish I had a better mother. Matter of fact, I just wish we were better to each other. But you can't reverse the hands of time. Sitting in the pen, erased all plans of mine. I felt like Nelson Mandela in my prime. I just wanted a better life. I just wanted the world, but I guess crime made a better life. My pops had to make a decision because my uncle and aunt, he had 5 other kids. He was stuck in a trance. He couldn't advance. What the fuck you expect? All my mom showed me was fucking neglect, clucking her check from SSI. Pop said I was a soldier, so I would not cry. My family wonders why I did the shit that I did. It's because my mom only looked at me like I was a fucked up kid. She never even took the chance to know me. All she wanted to do was fuck my homies. Right then I told the world to fucking blow me, and now it's right back to the fucking on me. So I chronicled my life. It didn't have no chapters. It shattered my dreams of being a rapper. Ain't no laughter. Ain't no after. It's here and fucking now. I curse when I pray and I don't never fucking bow. I wish I had a better living. I wish I was a better Christian. I wish I didn't have the vision. All I wish is better, better, better. I write my family letter. Do I get a reply? Never, never, never. All I want to do is sever, because I've been doing this shit forever, ever. The Reverend says I need to pray more. When my grandma died, my heart flew like a claymore. Then I found out my uncle passed when I was locked in confinement. And I didn't cry because my heart was lost and I did not find it. They say my verses are dark and full of gloom. How would you feel if you were locked in a room? Fuck what you heard, dog. This ain't a cartoon. I'm really unlocked behind a steel door. I lost my heart. Don't make me steal yours. I'm pissed. I'm angry. I'm hurt. All the above. Separated from all that I love. I can't go home. They took that privilege. And in my mind's eye, I see this fucking image of my sister with one breast and no hair. Why, God, it's no fair. Show me your purposes. It's hard to believe in heaven when I suffer on surfaces. I ain't seen my dad since 2011. Both my grandparents passed, but now they in heaven. My sister says, oh, by the way, I'm cancer-free. I won. God answer me. But I still got my baby sister locked in a box. I vent when I write, so I'm dropping these thoughts, scrawling these lyrics in a hurry. My vision is blurry. I wish I had a better way of controlling my fury. That's my better right there, fool. And that goes for anybody out there. That's all real bars. That's
Man, bro. You need to
metaphors.
record that, man.
If you read the poetry, if you read just the poetry in order, in the book, you read the whole book.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Record. I think you should record that, man. That's hard. I really do like that. I love the wordplay on it. Yeah.
All my poems in the book get on that same level, bro. Every single one of them. All my poems.
Record them, bro. Record them. Not only just put them on your, don't just put it in your book, as poetry. Like, record them too, man. Hey, is your sister right there?
Yeah.
No.
Hey, I just wanted to, Jessica, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about your brother? Like, how everything that he's doing right now?
There at first.
Well, the thing with me is I always knew my brother's heart. I always knew my brother's real person.
Yeah.
So I knew the day we dropped him off at Jack in the Box, I was in the car, and I'll never forget that day. But I'm taking a chance. I took a chance on bringing him here.
Mm-hmm.
I did it behind my husband's back, and that didn't go too well. He's not used to that image. And what he's brought, so he kind of feels like I don't want to know if he's gonna do good, and I don't want to know if he's gonna do bad. I don't want to take that risk, but I do.
Wow. Kenny
I've always had this connection with my brother because, of our childhood, things that happened in our childhood, things that I've, learned. So I think, right now I couldn't be more proud. I couldn't stand any more taller for him, next to him, because of what he's doing, and the responses that he's getting, they're great. Like,
her friends are seeing my shit too. Her friends are reaching out.
So I tell them all the time, like, dude, you've got this bark, like, quit barking, So there's things like,
he needs to work on it.
living out here, out of prison, it's a whole different world. Reality is hard,
I could see it. I could hear it in his voice and what he's going through, what he's still going through. But deep down inside, I know there's something in there where he wants to let the world know that there's a better life. Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Like I can see you're doing. I see where your heart is at. That's the reason why I asked for this interview.
I just wish, I would just try to tell him, like, there's always going to be haters. There's always going to be those people that are going to set you up for failure.
Right.
There's going to be people that want to interview you. There's going to be people that want to talk to you. But really, their mindset is to fuck you over in the end, or somehow, or make you look some certain kind of way.
Right.
Because they're really rooting for someone else. But you got to be bigger than that. You got to just keep your head on straight. Stay humble, stay kind, make it about you, make it about the positive messages that you want to put out there, the inspiration that you want to be, because this is the real, the raw shit that you see, the emotions. You don't see that in people with this past, with this lifestyle.
Yes.
But there's so many people, so many men, so many women that are feeling all the pain that he's feeling, that have felt that pain.
Yeah.
That have not put themselves out there to show, like, dude, I felt that shit. Like, so this book and his messages and his interviews is a way for them to heal as well as him,
Yes.
So I'm proud of him. I love him. He's strong. He's definitely a fucking go-getter. Like, he drives me crazy. Sometimes.
But you love him. You love him. That's your brother.
I do.
That's dope, man. Jessica, that's the reason why I wanted you on. I wanted to hear you say all this. And this interview is not to bring him down or not to talk about nothing, but like I just wanted to hear some positive, about his book and his life and what he's going through. And obviously, I could tell that there's some hurt. There's some people that pissed him off. There's all that going on.
Yeah, I mean, we're hurt too. We've been hurt too. From all these years and all these situations.
I'm trying to tell my sister's kid that. Just because her mom's living like this, like, she's from the same place I came from, bro. She's seen exactly the same thing I did. But she didn't turn out like I did, so.
Yeah.
I did a lot of raising. I've raised them since I was 8 years old. So I held a lot of what they did, what they were doing. I held myself accountable and responsible for their outcome, So I just, I wish, my mom was better, and I'm proud of my brother.
My mom's husband died in her bed yesterday, bro.
My sister's locked up still, and she's our baby, and she's gonna get out, and we gotta,
Yeah.
But yeah, so
well, Jessica,
thank you for taking your time and putting him on your, your show and taking that chance on him too, But
yeah, and Jessica, I'm gonna keep you in prayer too. You stay strong. They said you beat it once, you could beat it again.
It's a different type of cancer. It's not something that there's a way to, cure it. It's just a matter of controlling it.
Yeah.
It's multiple myeloma, bone marrow cancer. So it's deteriorating my spine. So we got a road, but I'm not alone, and I want to continue to just live like I've been living and keep pushing forward. God's got a plan for me, whatever that is, and I feel like I'm doing God's work,
Thank you. We needed to hear that. Somebody out here needed to hear that right now. They're going through something, and it's probably not as worse as what you're going through right now.
Well, see, when people say that to me, when they say, I can only imagine, or I can't imagine what you're going through, I tell myself, and I tell them, my response to that is, yes, you can, because no matter what it is, it may not actually be cancer that you're going through, but it's a battle, and it's something that you need to win, you need to overcome, right? That's your cancer. Everybody has it. Everybody has something in their life right now that they need to get through, and mine just happened to be cancer, and you're going to get through it. You got to fight through it. You got to have a will for it for yourself, not for everybody else. You just got to do it for you, and get through it. And Kenny's cancer was everything that's in that book. All those battles that he fought, all those wars that he fought, mentally, it's the hardest thing, to go through any of these things. And same thing with cancer. I think mentally it's harder than physically because it's, it takes you, it changes everything about you, but you got to learn to love the new you. And embrace that. So
I told the cops that came to my house today, I told them when I came over, I said, you're not talking to an inmate no more, bro. I don't see myself as ever being in the prison. And his response to that was, see being there with you for 10 minutes, I could see that the level that you're on, and you got a fan, bro. The cop said he was my fan, bro.
Yeah. Well, man. Well, right now, man, I'm just thank you, Jessica. I'm just listening to you right now. It touches my heart. Thank you for just your words, man. Like I said, somebody's listening to this.
The book was really written for her. The book, inspiration was
definitely
for her, bro.
And I'm right now. I am a fan, especially to your sister, man. Like what she's battling with and what she's going through.
Hey, this was my interview, homie.
Man. She took over, brother. She took over, man. Much love to you, Jessica. Thank you.
Well, she wrote the book too, so buy it from her.
Yeah. Hey, so Kitty, man, how can the people follow you, man?
My TikTok is so I could give it out accurately this time. My Instagram is Kenny.Thunder.11. If you want a copy of the book, send me your email or send me a friend's request, and I will promise to get back to you. My TikTok is Kenny.Thunder2, and then my Facebook is Kenny Thunder, the straight Kenny Thunder. So if you guys want to copy the book, bro, that's what I do, bro. Like, you hit me up. I say send your email. I long press it. I send you half the book. Let you tap in to read it. If you want to support it, you can support it. But either way, bro, I'll send you the whole book, whether if you can't afford it or not, bro. Because I just want you to read it. But a lot of people putting 500, 600, 200, 300, 100, 50, 60, thousands of different times. So
enough to pay it forward, right?
Enough to pay it forward, and enough to make sure that my books. It's all going back to the book, bro. Because I know if I put more money into the book, more money's gonna come from the book. But it's not about the money, dog. But I'm not gonna lie and say it's not about the money either, and it's not about the stardom, because I would love to be famous for sure. I would.
Well, brother, man.
For all the right reason.
Yeah, for the right reason.
If I ever get money like that,
well,
you should see how I am now, bro. I don't got money, and I give money away. My family gets mad at me all the time. Why are you giving that girl money? You don't even know her. You just met her. We're not gonna take no strays off the bus rides, giving nobody rides home, brother. We're not gonna do this, brother. But I am. You know, my sister's giving me money for myself, and I've used it to help other people.
Yeah. Well, man, brother, man, I appreciate this interview, man. I appreciate you, Jessica. I appreciate everything, man, that what you're doing, man, with this book. And I wish nothing but the best for you and your family. Again, I'm gonna keep you guys in prayer. Thank you again, bro, for joining, man. I appreciate it.
Ditto.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you too, bro. You're a G, bro. I commend you for everything that you've done, everything that you're still doing.
Thank you.
And I hope I could be a part of you in your whatever you got going moving forward. Which ain't gonna be the first interview, and this ain't gonna be the last interview. We'll probably do about 30 of them.
Yeah, we gotta know about the second book and the third book, fourth book after that, man.
In the movie, no, you gotta know about the movie, bro. This shit's gonna be a movie, dog. It's already in people's hands that already wrote that show This Fool on Hulu. The main dude that wrote that show he's reading my book for the second time. So like my book's gonna be a movie, bro. There's already people reading it that got studios that are like, hey, bro, like if you're interested in doing some skits of your book, we got the studio down here, and I want to be the actor. I want to act in it. I'll show you several messages. I want to be in your movie. I want to be the actor. I got people already signing up trying to be my agent. I already have an agent. His name's Nick Sandy. Another dude that stands by me, which is Frank, which is Hood Media, Hot Wheeler Media, Bad News Day, Low Class TV.
I want Jessica Alba to be my BB.
Jessica Alba. Oh man,
I don't think she's pretty enough. My sister's pretty as shit though. If you look my family up on they're super pretty. All of them are.
I know. I believe it.
I'm right there too. I don't think I'm ugly either, dog.
You gotta have self-esteem, man. That's good.
I'm 43, dog. I'm 43, running circles around these youngsters out here. Fool. I ain't got no body fat. I got all my hair and all my teeth, and I ain't got no wrinkles on my face.
All right, kid.
And if I get a little bit of money, I'm gonna go into that Botox too, dog.
Let's go.